the type of girls that he wanted. He was inquiring that he needed white girls with, big butts and, big breasts and girls that can squirt to the ceiling.
Okay, guys, college basketball is officially over now, with North Carolina winning the national championship as most people expected after we lost. I knew the winner of the North Carolina-Kentucky game would win it all, and that's part of the reason why, I've had a hard time making this video. Not a hard time, really. I just wanted to wait till the season was over, because as I expected, North Carolina won it all, and I knew the winner of that game, they had a very good chance to win it, and that's just what happened. So North Carolina wins the national championship after falling short last year, and Kentucky falls in the Elite Eight yet again. It's a disappointment. It's disappointing. There's no doubt about it. Kentucky, we played so well there towards the end of the season. The SEC looked so good in the tournament, and we fell short. And now all these players are gone. We're going to lose Hawkins. We're going to lose Willis. We're going to lose Monk. We're going to lose Fox. We're going to lose Bam. Possibly lose even Briscoe. We're losing whatever experience we pretty much had is gone. Next season is going to be another interesting season, no doubt about it. But this season, it's hard. I realize I know one and done is how it is, but it's always hard to say goodbye to, but you get so used to these kids and you enjoy watching them play, especially Monk and Fox and Bam, and they're gone now. I know people would like to hold on hope and say there's always a chance, but let's be realistic. If that was me or you with a chance to go to the NBA, you've got to go. You can't pass up millions of dollars. And I guess we're going to rebuild again and see what happens next year. But, another Elite Eight, it's not bad. Still, most programs have never never even been to the Elite Eight. It's an accomplishment, but it's just not good enough, when you're a Kentucky fan, when you expect more. And especially with this team, we had a hard bracket, but that's expected. Of course, it's like that every year. We had a lot of bad calls in the North Carolina game in that first half. And, Kentucky was up by 5 there late. And I know people will say, well, Kentucky, they had a chance to win it. They was up there towards the end. And all I have to say to that is if the game was called right in the first half, Kentucky might have been up 8 points, 10 points. Going into the final minutes of the game, and that could have totally changed everything. That's the way I look at it. I'm not looking at it, Kentucky had a chance they was ahead and they blew it. I was like, well, if the game was called like it was supposed to be, we might be up by more points and it might not matter, But we got beat. We had the lead at the end, of course, and that great shot from, I forgot the guy's name that even made it. Some white guy made it for North Carolina, and that was it. Kentucky season is over once again. Another white guy making a last-second shot, beating Kentucky. That's a tough loss, people. It really was a tough loss. And that's part of what it is about being a college basketball fan. You support your team no matter what. It's heartbreaking. And I'll tell you something, people. After Kentucky lost that game, I never watched another game in the tournament. I never even peeked over and looked, because that's how confident I was that I was like, North Carolina's going to win. It doesn't matter. Why even finish watching it? And of course I was right. I watched the highlights of the national championship game last night. This morning I watched it. So I know North Carolina won, but I never watched a second of that game. Never watched anything after Kentucky lost. It just I felt there was no need, because I knew, North Carolina was going to win it. I just had that feeling, and that's what happened. And it is what it is. If Gonzaga would have won it, it would have been nice, of course, but it just wasn't in the cards for them. The whole country pretty much knew. I think most people knew that it was North Carolina, Kentucky was the national championship game. And it is what it is, people. We got a long wait now before the season starts back, pretty much until November. So Thanksgiving, pretty much close to Thanksgiving. It's going to be a long wait. But in between that, of course, we have the NBA now. Baseball's back. I don't watch baseball like I used to. No, not really. Used to watch baseball a lot as a kid. We've got NBA playoffs coming up. Looking forward to that. And the great thing about the NBA playoffs and stuff like that, people, I don't really have a team that I pull for. So I just like to enjoy watch. It's kind of relaxing just to watch it and hope for good games because you don't really have a favorite. And that's kind of the way it is with football. With me also, you don't really have a favorite you like. You just enjoy the sport. And you can just sit back and relax and watch those sports. And whoever wins, wins. But football's coming up, of course. And, it's not the same as basketball in Kentucky, I know, but I do enjoy football a lot. So we've got a long break, people. If you're a traditional college fan, you've got a long break. You really do. So, just like to wish all the players the best, coach the best, and that's pretty much it, people. We are done here for the basketball season, and that's it. Pretty much it. So, as always, guys, I'd like to thank you for watching videos this year. And we'll see what happens next year when Kentucky reloads and they get ranked preseason #1 again. And then they stumble and people say, oh, Kentucky's not no good. And it's going to be the same thing pretty much every year. So, it's pretty much the same scenario every year. That's pretty much it. So, as always, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next, I guess, football season. So, as always, guys, thanks for watching. And thanks for supporting the greatest college basketball program of all time, the Kentucky Wildcats. Again, thanks for everything, guys. And we'll see you next year.